Hello, welcome. Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday, happy Monday if you're in the future. Hello. I'm trying out my new tech today. Yeah, wasn't that cool? I'm so excited. I'm automating my live streams. So I have a few pieces left, but it's actually recording right now. So I had this desire to, if you've seen the videos on my YouTube, I wanted to be able to do all of that without having to do any editing after I do the live. So it's recording. So it recorded the intro, and then I have an outro now. And so that way, all I have to do is just upload one file. I don't have to do any editing. It goes right up to YouTube when I am done. Yeah, super, super cool. Brenda, thank you so much. You always lead us off with a beautiful donation and sharing your abundance. I so much appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Yeah, so very cool new features. And how do you like the new virtual background? Hey Nancy, welcome to you. Hi Josie, good to see you. Hi Mira, pleasure to see you too. Hello, hello. I have tons of new virtual backgrounds I just downloaded today. This one was the most exciting, although I gotta show you the other one that I really loved, because you know I love my virtual backgrounds. The other one that I really loved was this one. Let me show you. Check that out. Hey, Linda's here too. Wow. Hi, Linda. Yeah, a golden pyramid. It was like so cool. So cool. But for today, we are going with the cosmic view. How's everybody? How are you, my friends? Happy Sunday, happy Monday. Welcome to the weekly channeled message for us all, where we have no clue what message is gonna come through, but we're always excited to hear about it. How's the music? Everybody hear the music okay and hear me okay? I did tone the music a smidge down since yesterday. Inga, good to see you, Tara. Yes, the yoga room background, or I always thought of it as a meditation dojo, but I guess it was a yoga room, wasn't it? That is one of my favorites too. So I actually looked at it today and thought maybe I'll use it. I'm looking forward to my week, Peter Brook says. Yes, I'm looking forward to your week too. Awesome. Let me make sure everything is going just fine. Yep, everything is looking great. It's fun to play with technology that serves a greater ease, but it doesn't always work right. How's everybody? Peter's checked in. Mira likes the old yoga room background. What else we got going on, my friends? I was very, very tired last night, so I have been reevaluating doing the... Hello, Thomas. I've been reevaluating doing the morning lives. That's just, it's a smidge too much. I do have a live with Violet at 10:30 a.m. this coming Wednesday. But I just don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it, quite honestly. I'm feeling some disillusionment about Insight Timer. Lately, I got some bad news that none of the new features that IT recently announced for teachers is going to have anything to do with live streams. So that was kind of sad face for me. And yeah, I don't know what I want to do about that yet. And honestly, doing 2 extra lives last week, I only got like 5 extra followers all week from doing 2 extra lives, which was really bizarre. But whatever. They were fun. They were good. Well, it doesn't feel like it takes a lot of energy, Linda, because I'm channeling, and I always feel good when I'm channeling, and I always feel good when I'm with you guys, and even after. But 2 a day is pretty much like I can't do anything else the rest of the day. We were celebrating my buddy's wife's birthday last night, so we ordered Olive Garden and we drove out to pick it up, and I found myself quite exhausted just sitting in the car. So I might be able to do 2 a day, but it's like I pretty much have to just ignore everything else in life and make sure that as soon as I'm done, like that I have supper, have some, maybe a nap and some rest, and maybe just watch something or play a game that evening. So we'll see. The thing is, as you guys know, I like to do an hour and a half on my lives. And so 2 a day, that's 3 hours. And a big piece of it is whether or not I get more followers and more donations. I'm going to just be 100% honest. And I'm not, this is just where I'm at with this. So it in my mind, there's this evaluation, an assessment process of, is another hour and a half of my time and energy worth that, even though I love doing it. So it's, yeah, it's a constant evaluation. And at this point, I also don't want to be adding more lives because I need to get a job, probably. I'm hoping at least part-time, but I might have to go full-time. And if I go full-time, I'm not going to have any energy left for Insight Timer. And the reality is I've been living on food stamps for a year, and those might be ending on Wednesday. I don't know what August is for that. And as grateful and deeply as appreciative as I am of those extra funds putting food on the table, yeah, so there's some hard, cold, real life realities that I'm facing right now, especially since I have to move again in 2 months and I don't know where I'm going. So there's just a lot of question marks. And so I really have to be careful with how much of a free investment I put into this, even though this is my calling and this is my path. So, yeah. Nancy, that is absolutely correct. Even before I knew I was a projector, I've always known that my natural energy rhythms are different than other people's. When I was working corporate, I just couldn't understand how people could do 9 to 5. I would work 3 or 4 hours. I'd be super highly productive. And then I had to sit at my desk and find ways to secretly goof off because I needed time to restore my energy. And and all the meetings and everything. Oof, it was rough. It was rough. Lindsay, it can be scary at times. It can be scary if I let my mind run the show and start thinking too much. I'm really learning a lot lately to live in the moment. I've been learning how to live in the moment for decades, but lately it's so important for me to live in the moment and live from my heart, but also be honest with myself. And I really, really wish this business could 100% support me right now or within the next 2 months. But in order to take care of myself, I do have to look at other matters. And I will be honest and say that, like I said, as grateful and as appreciative as I am for the food stamps support, I would really like to be able to pay my own way in life. So, Nancy's daughter-in-law is a projector. Very cool. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hello, Thomas. Good to see you, my magical friend. I always love how much you guys greet each other and support each other. It's very, very nurturing. And Soul's here too. Hello, Soul. Good to see you. Mira, I'm babysitting cousins' kids tomorrow. Instead of staying with them at home, I decided to take them out for activities. They're teens, and one of them is a special kid. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully things go out. That does sound wonderful. Yeah, Thomas says choosing yourself is the best, Greg. I understand. And it's really interesting. I know a lot of people are codependent in life. I let go of that a long time ago. I've come to understand that when we choose what we believe, feel is highest and best for us, it's highest and best for everybody else involved. And I have to remind myself that, or be reminded of that quite regularly. One of the things I'm evaluating is seriously cutting back. I'm just being straight with you guys, seriously cutting back on all my lives. Maybe go down to do one live, maybe the weekly channeled message, just one a week, and move everything over to my Patreon. Because at this point, I know the strength of my skill. I'm confident in it. I know what value I bring to people, and I want that to support me financially too. So there's a lot going through my mind about important decisions right now. So, and with hearing that Insight Timer in no near term, either near or distant future, is really creating additional revenue streams for people like me who just do lives. The very reason I came on Insight Timer wasn't to make tracks and courses, but to do lives. And I mean, there's only so much people can donate a week. Do you know what I mean? Like, everybody has their own financial limits. And as deeply, deeply appreciative I am of all your guys' donations, which this month seem to have been amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. There's just practical realities of what does Greg want? What's best for me? Where do I want to stake my claim? So there's just a lot of decisions going on. For one thing, like our beautiful Circle of Love group, it's lacking features. I can't post things to you guys. Like, if I see a really cool video, I can't share it with you on Insight Timer because they removed the link. And that's really frustrating to me, because I like to be able to share not just what I'm thinking and reflecting, and not just ask you guys what you're thinking and reflecting on in life, but I like to share things that I witness that I might want to spread the word on, like a great video from Lee Miller, or an inspiration from Bashar, or some of our other favorite people out in the world. Melinda, you're here. You're a projector too, Thomas? Oh, very cool. We have so many projectors here. I love it. Inga's a manifester. Get urges. Oops, scrolling. Get urges and then need resting time. So love my working week as 2 days working. And then, 2 days. 2 days working, 2 days off. 2 days working, a day off, and 2 days working. Oh, I like that. That is a nice flow, Inga. Maybe I can do that. I just have to find the right position for doing that. Thank you, Melinda. I appreciate your support. How are you feeling, my dear? I hope that your head and dizzies are feeling better. A projector. Josie, good question. So there is a field of thought / teaching and study called human design. You may have heard of it. There's a number of teachers on Insight Timer and across the world that teach and coach human design. And a projector is one of the energy types. There's projector, reflector, generator, manifesting generator, and manifester. So this particular system focuses on what energy type you are and what your best strategy for living is, as well as it identifies how you make decisions. So for example, I'm an emotional projector. The emotional part means that I make decisions by the way things feel, by how my emotions are. And I have to be mindful of my emotional waves. And if there's a really, really big decision, frequently, quite honestly, in my case, I have to sleep on it. I can't make the decision right away. Smaller decisions I can make very, very quickly if I just have a deep knowing, because I'm more in touch with my intuition than I was even 10 years ago. But in general, the emotional component means that I have to check in with how things are feeling. And that's fine for me, because I'm also a Pisces. We're very emotional as Pisces. Water signs are very emotional in astrology. So human design is fascinating because it's a mixture, it's a combination or an amalgamation of astrology, human design, the Kabbalah, the I Ching, something else that I can't remember, a scientific component. So yeah, the chakra system, and I don't know, a bunch of different things. It's actually very, very fascinating. Yes, Carrie, I know you are as well. I think you've shared that with me. Quantum physics. Yes, thank you, Inga. Yes, Good morning, Hannah. Nice to see you. That sounds like you. It's easy to check out what you are, Josie. Just go do a search on the interwebs for human design, free body graph or free body chart. There's plenty of websites that do them. My friend and fellow teacher, Vanessa Naja, has a chart generator for free on her website. So you can check her out. And there's plenty of others. It's really quite fascinating. I continue to learn a lot as I pay attention to how projectors work. Oh, you're welcome, Lindsay. Yes, it was a really good question. Yeah, so one of the things about projectors is we're not the laborers of the world. We're not the producers of the world. We're not the people who sit down and make, do. We are the leaders and the coaches and the guides of the world, and our energy, our aura is so focused that it can pierce other people's aura, and we can pick up and gain energy from them, which makes corporate working and other environments sometimes deceptive for projectors, because we can feed off of other people's energy, but then when we go home we're completely exhausted because we don't have a self-renewing battery of energy like generators do. Generators, they're like the ever-ready bunny. They just keep on going. They just keep on going and keep on going. Projectors, we have to stop. We have to rest. We have to recuperate. We have to regain our energy, and then we go back out in the world. And projectors also have to be recognized by others for their gifts and talents, their skills, and the value that they bring. And once they're recognized, then they can engage. A very, very common mistake that projectors make early on or before they even know they're projectors is that they try to give advice to people. They're always trying to give it away, but it just gets deflected because people don't value what we have to say until they recognize us first. So they have to recognize projectors, and then a projector is free to share what they wish, or what they've mastered, what they've learned, the guidance that they have, their intuition, their insight, their wisdom. That's kind of all about projectors. So Tina's a manifesting generator, and I get tired too from people, maybe because I'm more of an introvert. That's possible, but I think that either it's manifesting generator or manifester. One of those two also doesn't quite have the same sustainable energy that a generator does. So you'd have to look that up, Tina. But also, yes, it also has to do with how you recharge. I'm like 1% extrovert. I love people, but my recharge comes from time alone. So that meshes really well with being a projector, because where I recharge is introvert. I don't know if that's a unique way of looking at introvert versus extrovert, but that was how it was explained to me. It's not so much about socialization to me as about where do I require, what scenario recharges me. When I'm out with a big group, it can be fun, it can be exciting, but I can be very, very tired and drained afterwards. When I'm alone for a while, after I've meditated or napped or played a game or watched a movie, I feel restored. And so I'm an introvert, and I restore by time alone. People exhaust Hana as well. Yes. Fascinating. We're here to get a weekly channel message, and instead we're talking about all sorts of amazing, cool things. But then again, that's what we do on my lives, isn't it, my friends? I'm glad you're all here. Melinda, you might just have to reset your app. So yes, notice the change of schedule. I've removed the 10:30 a.m.s. I'm sorry, but right now I just have to be practical. Well, not have to be practical. I want to be mindful of my energy and where my time needs to get focused on, as much as I enjoy spending time with you guys. And then, so that's the schedule for this week, not including the 10:30 on Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. I'm going to be with Violet 108 doing her scripting live, and she's hosting that. So you won't find that through my teacher's profile. You'll find that through Violet 108's. Vanessa Naja is a lovely and incredibly wise human design teacher in the world. She's also a teacher on Insight Timer. I find that her tracks on human design are really accessible in terms of listening to them. They have a really nice duration, and I gather the concepts. She's a really good explainer, and she's just a wonderful, lovely person. I actually had a full human design reading with her, which I should go back and re-listen to. Yeah. Thanks, Inga. Inga, you're such a good live stream assistant. I love that. Ambivert? What's that? It's hard for me to gauge. I restore both ways, thinking I'm near the middle of both introvert and extrovert. Yeah, I'm near the middle. Well, I'm really heavily an introvert. If you look at the Myers-Briggs test, I'm 1% extrovert, and then I'm like 99% introvert. But I actually can extrovert when I'm being of service. It's very easy for me to extrovert when I'm being of service, which is interesting. I didn't think about that, but that more has to do with my directing my energy in a purposeful and focused manner. Oh, I didn't think about that before. That's cool. Yeah, close to a little more. Yeah, exactly. Like when I'm public speaking, when I'm in an environment like this, when I host Zoom calls with you guys, I love that stuff. That stuff actually feeds me, and I think it's because of the shared space and the shared love and the energy that we all bring together. Speaking of Zoom calls, this week, Thursday, August 1st, I'm hosting a party, the Celebrate Love Party. There's still plenty of room, and you're all invited. Everybody from the community is invited. It is a free event. You do have to register for it, though, and you need to go to my URL. It'll be the top link on all my links right there. The Celebrate Love Party, plenty of room left. There is a suggested donation because I always appreciate when people show their support for my work, but I wanted to hold a monthly event to celebrate the love that we build in our community here, and something off of Insight Timer so that we can meet and share that space and have, as Rhonda described it, a personal and more meaningful experience. Not that these aren't meaningful, but it really is lovely to get together on Zoom and to be able to talk and see each other. Cameras are optional. As long as we can hear you and you can hear us, that'll be fine. But yes, please do join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to start with a sacred energy journey focused on connecting to universal love. And then we'll do individual readings, just like I do on my Wednesdays and Saturday lives. So just like we do at the Readings Extravaganza. So it'll be a lot of fun. And you can honor your introversion by shutting your camera. All right, my friends, we've been at it. It's so good to be here with you all. I have new tech today. Whoever was here at the beginning got to see it. And I am recording this right off of my OBS, which is very exciting. Melinda, how's your concussion? Oh wow, I just noticed all my energy's up here. It's time to ground. All right, my friends, we're gonna get started while Melinda answers how her concussion is. Thanks for being here. Melinda's feeling a lot better, less dizziness, and I get my staples out on Tuesday. Yay, that'll be good. Well, I hope you're feeling better and better for the... Are you going to make it to the party on Thursday? I can't remember if you signed up. I think you did. Yay! That's fine, Thomas. Camera off is totally understandable. I'm glad you're going to be there. Yeah, I think we have about a dozen people signed up already, which is going to be just lovely. The more the merrier, but you're all welcome. And I get it. If it feels a little awkward or a little nervous, the last time we did a Zoom thing, there were a few of us, myself included, who were a little nervous. But I promise you, it's exactly the same sort of feeling and space as we have here in our lives. So you will be with loving friends, and it will be a safe environment. And I'm a really good meeting leader, so I won't let anybody gab too long, for example, although, as you know, I can have a tendency of gabbing. So just in case anybody was feeling a little emotionally scared or concerned or awkward about it, I just want you to know that my entire intention is to just have a beautiful, fun time and hold a deeper, more intimate, loving space, even more so than what we have here on the live. So 10 p.m. Actually, I can't change the time. It's gonna be 3 p.m. Mountain period. So is that still 10 p.m. for you? Yeah, I think that's still 10 p.m. for you. Oh, Melinda's not sure yet. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's tough after you've been hurt that bad. That's fine if you can only stay for an hour, just like a live. You can show up in the middle, you can come for the beginning, stay for an hour, whatever is workable. All right, my friends. Yeah, it just was too complicated to try and change it to my new 2 p.m. time. There's just too many moving parts for that. All right, let's get into what the channel message is for today. I invite you to place your feet flat on the floor, knees separated. Close your eyes. Just take a moment to arrive in your body. Let your energy drop down from any thinking or talking back into your heart space. And as you feel that energy shifting from your head and your throat down into your chest, feel the deliciousness of how wonderful it is to come together once again here from all across the world as we join together in our virtual space. Feel that love and appreciation, that comfort of knowing that we are in community. And as you feel that love and thankfulness and appreciation in your heart, joy of being together, allow that energy to drop even further down in your body, down into your belly, grounding you in your chair. Allow that energy to sink even further down past your sacral second chakra to your root chakra at the base of your spine, and down through your legs, connecting with the earth below. Even when we're standing on the floor, we know that the building or the house that we are currently in is connected to a foundation which was built into the ground, into the earth. So the very structure that we are in right now is perfectly and beautifully supported by the planet. Grounded, stable, strong, secure. And we can draw on those qualities. And at the same time, we know that our body is surrounded by the amazing air that is all around us, the clouds and sun that are above us, the stars way beyond us. And so as we ground and connect with the earth, we also acknowledge the vastness, majesty, and amazingness of the universe beyond us. Dear Spirit, please fill our hearts with your divine love today. Open our minds with your divine wisdom. And bolster our courage and strength with your divine courage and strength. We thank you for this opportunity to gather once again in seeking of guidance. And we ask that you open our hearts and minds to whatever it is we're needing to hear today. Guides and counsel, so please open me to the message so that I may be a loving servant to all who intends myself. Thank you. As always, my friends, they have so much love for us. So much love. It is constantly and always there. Shining like whatever color light you feel good about right now. Feeling like a warm blanket wrapped around you, or a hot cup of whatever is most soothing for you to drink. We understand, my friends, that sometimes life can be difficult. And sometimes life can be easeful. You came into this lifetime knowing that life was not going to be one singular way, one singular experience. You came into this body knowing that sometimes being a physical human would challenge you. Physically, emotionally, mentally. But you also came into this lifetime, into this body, knowing that you came for a very simple but focused reason: to experience life. To experience life on planet Earth. The ups, the downs, the neutrals, and everything in between. Every experience that runs the gamut. And my friends, it's so important to remember that we decided to come here. It was our decision. We were not forced or coerced into it. Our parents didn't summon us into existence. We sat from our place together with all of our dearest soul friends and decided, hey, let's go experience life on planet Earth. And perhaps this is one of your earliest lives on planet Earth, or perhaps this is a life that you have had many before. But every single time you chose to come down, you did so because you knew that the experience of living on this planet was a rich one, full of many different happenings and experiences. You knew that there'd be hardships. You knew that there'd be joys. You knew that there'd be people that you love and people that you don't love and don't like. You knew that there would be experiences that allowed you to shape your preferences, to form choices, to learn what it means to focus, to learn what it means how to feel. You knew all of these things were possible, and you didn't hesitate because you knew and recognized the power of life, and you remembered as you were being born that you would never ever be without source, without spirit, that guides, angels, spirit, very life force, the very field of love would always and forever be part of who you are and would constantly be surrounding you. We want to encourage you to do your best to try to remember these things. It's hard. Sometimes. We understand. But when you can broaden your view, when you remember that you always have a choice of how you wish to look at things, you always have a choice of how to focus your mind, you always have a choice of what to look at, when you remember that everything boils down to a matter of perspective, then you can open yourself, your heart, at the very seat of your soul. You can open yourself and ask for divine perspective. When you just don't know, ask. It's easy for us to forget to ask. But there's a reason that we are all having ahas. There's a reason that we're all having little shifts and changes, or big shifts and changes. There's a reason that we are experiencing breakthroughs. There's a reason why we are feeling uneasy as we sense that call forward to something more. The reason is that we are here to live and experience life to the fullest that we possibly can in any given moment, and in doing so, in practicing listening to our heart space, in practicing that exercise of listening to our intuition, of practicing asking for divine support, divine perspective, divine love, divine wisdom, in asking and in seeking, we remember that we are love. And as we grow in that remembering, we raise our vibration. And simply by raising our vibration, we don't even have to lift a finger, and it affects everyone we come in contact with. Because just like sound, it's a vibration. And so, similar to the farmer story that I told at last night's live, catch yourself when you start thinking, oh, this is a horrible situation, or oh gosh, I really don't like this. Catch yourself. Stop for a moment and say, how am I seeing this right now? I'm remembering that I have a choice of how I want to see this, of how I want to focus my mind. If I'm not enjoying how I'm seeing it right now, if I don't feel good about my current perspective, well, then remember to seek an alternate one. And also, my friends, when you feel stuck or lost in life, you aren't, because you are alive. You are in the very moment experiencing something. You're experiencing life. It may not feel good. I certainly relate to that. I've had my times of stuck and lost, where I can feel small, where I can get caught up in the uncertainty, the unfamiliarity, the unknown, unsure of what to do or think, or even say. But nobody can take away who you really are. And there is no necessity, like our mind insists, that we know everything at every single minute of every single day. It's impossible. So in those moments when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling lost, when you're feeling discouraged, when you're feeling scared, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling angry, when you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling down, my friends, all we simply have to do is return to our heart and reach out to whatever we consider the divine. And as we do that, we remember that we are always safe, we are always secure, and we are always and forever deeply loved. And no circumstance or scenario or situation or condition outside of ourselves, no external influence can change that. Those are a given because of who we are. Spiritual beings having a human experience. And once again, they're sending us an amazing amount of love. It's always really, really special to feel that you can feel it, even just an iota's worth. It's truly very moving for me to feel it. Guides and counsels, thank you for this message. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. We honor you spending time with us today. Please continue to guide us in all things. Thank you very much. Love you. Take a moment, friends, to, if you went away with me or on your own, take a moment to come back into your body, into the moment, into the here and now. I really hope that you can feel the love that comes through. It's so enormous. I mean, it's awe-inspiring. It's one of the reasons it makes me get all teary, because it's easy to forget from day to day that I'm loved. And the way that Spirit loves us is just so incredibly profound. I mean, it's just really moving. It's like standing and watching the most beautiful sunset while you're also eating the most delicious food, and you're also looking at the most amazing piece of art, and you're also listening to the most moving, profound piece of music, and you're also just feeling amazing in your body. I mean, I can't, there's just not enough descriptions to describe it. Oh, thanks, soul. I appreciate that. And now that I have gotten the tech in place so that you can hear the music and hear me without one or the other drowning it out, how do you guys feel? How was that message? Yeah, I'm looking forward to re-listening to that. Thanks, Ella, for the beautiful white heart. Ah, that was lovely. I need a drink. Was he? Oh, I love that. Was he? How did you know he was listening? Peter said, my cockatiel appreciated the message too. He was listening to you, Greg. That's awesome. Wow. So what did people take from that message? What have you What are you holding in your heart from that? Peter has me on 2 devices and made a cuppa. He stayed put and chilled out. Oh, okay. So you walked away from the 1 device. That's hilarious. Anybody want to share? You don't have to, but you are invited and welcome to share. I'm glad you found the message, lovely soul. Angus is hopeful, heartwarming. We are love. We are. We are indeed. Hannah is feeling ready for the week. It's a special week for me and my family. It sure is, Hannah. I'm excited for you. Sending lots of love and divine support for your amazing move. You're welcome. My friends, it's an honor and a joy to be here with you today, as always. I greatly appreciate your presence. I greatly appreciate everything you do as part of this community, just for who you are as being present in the community. So thank you for that. Thank you for your love of the messages that come through me. I'm always amazed. I never know what's going to happen. Thank you, Peter Brook. We all always need that reminder. We are deeply loved. In fact, that's my outro, my new outro for the lives. Reminds us of that. You're welcome, Brenda. And thank you for your donation earlier, Brenda. I greatly appreciated it. Hopefully all of my new tech worked right and the recording went through perfectly, and I will be able to just simply go to YouTube and upload the replay there for you guys. So if you are wanting a reminder during the week of the message, it should be available for you within the hour. Just go to my teacher link there to find my YouTube channel and everything else going on. If you came in late, we're having a party on Thursday on Zoom. It's called the Celebrate Love Party. It's the very first link when you go to my URL there. And everyone's welcome. It's free with a suggested donation. Cameras are optional, so if you want to turn your camera off, that'll be totally fine. But we're going to do a sacred energy journey about universal love. I'm really looking forward to that. And then we're going to do individual readings, a la one of my Wednesday or Saturday lives. It's a 2-hour event. You can come in anytime you want. You can come for the beginning, you can come for the middle, you can come for the end. You do have to register though, so please do go to the link if you want to join. It'll be 3 p.m. this coming Thursday, August 1st, and it will be the first of an ongoing monthly free event for everybody to come together outside of Infight Timer. It is truly a beautiful and intimate experience. It is much more personal and meaningful so far, at least for folks who have come to join me on Zoom calls. So other than that, I haven't made my schedule for lives next week, but I am live 10:30 a.m. this coming Wednesday, the 31st. I'm going to be joining Violet 108 for her scripting live. I'll type her name for you. Scripting is a way to, it's a really powerful journaling tool that you can use for manifestation. So we actually do the scripting, we do the journaling during the live, and it's really sweet. It's a really, really, really nice experience if you're looking to manifest something new or get yourself just in the right vibration and alignment energetically with something that you're wanting to manifest. It's truly pretty amazing. I will schedule my Wednesday at 2 p.m. New times. Okay, new times starting this week for me, 2 p.m. And then Saturday at 2 p.m. And then next Sunday, again, the weekly channel message, also at 2 p.m. If I feel like it, I will schedule a few others, but right now I'm just going to stick with my 3 because my energy is important and I wish to maintain it, especially since I have to double my efforts at looking for work this week, which I have mixed feelings about. So I think I need to do some scripting for that again as well. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hannah says she really appreciates how supportive everyone on IT has been through this time. Oh, I bet you are feeling really, really grateful. Oh, Linda, yeah, you have that doc appointment. I'm sorry to hear that. Next month, the party will be at 2 p.m. I mean September, because I like 2 p.m. better. 2 p.m. is actually my original time that I started lives with, for anybody who's been a regular for more than a few months. So before I came to Utah, I used to do 4 p.m. Eastern, which is 2 p.m. Mountain. And so I'm returning that time because there's been a number of people in Central and Western or Eastern Europe that has been harder for them to attend. And then even some folks on the East Coast say it's difficult because my current time overlaps with supper and stuff. Yeah. Cat, oh, good to see you. So nice to see Cat Blue. My times are in Mountain. I don't know if that part is saying it's all times US Mountain. Yeah. Where are you, Cat? Oh, you're in Nevada. Yeah. Shouldn't be too different for you. Hannah's looking forward to the party. Peter says we can also celebrate your move too, Hannah. Yeah, Hannah, you'll be moved by Thursday, right? Yes? Yes, I think. Do I have that right? The move's on Wednesday? Oh, you're PST? So it'll just be, the party is 3 p.m. on Thursday, so that'll be 2 p.m. your time, Kat. But you do have to register the very first link at my URL. Because how else do I get the Zoom link out to people if you don't sign up for it? Yes, moved and settled. We will hold that for you, Hannah. I look forward to hearing about how the move went. I'm really, really, really excited for you. In time for the party. Woo! You're welcome, Cat Blue. Linda, total disclosure, not very good at sitting still anyway. Yeah, I mean, look, you see how I fidget. I like moving around. All right, my friends. Unless there's anything else you want to share with each other or with me, I think I'm going to close it and get into having my 2 days off. What are you guys doing on Monday and Tuesday? You guys working? Are you off? Linda, are you picking up your drill at any point? Thank you, Linda. I always appreciate everybody's donations. I really appreciate the support for my work. And just be aware that within the next 30 days, things could change a lot for me on Insight Timer. I am sifting and sorting through how much more I want to put into Insight Timer, whether or not to keep the Circle of Love group, which doesn't have a lot of features that I want for a community group. I'm ready to expand. I'm just ready to own. I am owning my skills and my gifts, and I'm ready. I feel like I'm called for a lot more than just the Insight Timer community, and I don't want to leave you guys behind. So I'm hoping that I can figure out how to do that. Peter says, thanks, Greg. Going for a forest walk with my friend and crafting together. Oh, I love that. That is really, really cool. All right, my dear friends. It does sound so good, doesn't it, Hannah? All right, I am going to get us out of here. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Until I see you on Wednesday again. And do take care. All my love and many blessings to you. And I look forward to seeing you at one of my lives or somebody else's. Take care. Bye-bye.